fabricated syringes where there's drug coming in, they turn a blind eye because they are scared. Because
of what?
But they're scared that when these guys will be released, when they get out of prison, then
they will get revenge.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like the guards are scared that the people, once they get out, they get revenge. So for them, as long as no one is dying, there's no one's life in danger, it's fine, And this came out in the RYC, CYC as well. One of them was saying, as long as we are alive, it's fine.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, he doesn't care whether we are injecting or whatever,
In my notes I wrote that the moment where he talked about the rape and the moment where he talked about how he injected in a prison, that was the only time where every single one of them was listening religiously. They all woke up. And they were even Christy was like falling asleep. She didn't care at all. She was always looking at Adriana, like raising her eyebrows, like, oh, I'm so bored of this. But when Sandro talked, oh my god, all of them were like, they like went on their chairs, sitting up and like this, like with their eyes wide open, and they were listening religiously. So I thought it was such a nice moment to see.
Everyone was concerned and interested in what Sandro was saying.
And like, I don't know if it was more like this could happen to us, or oh my god, this is happening in these prisons. But that was the only moment, because the rest of the time, when someone was talking, the rest are a bit like, they get a bit bored.
Especially Christy and Adriana.
They were so annoying.
Even in
showing even that they were bored.
So at the beginning, I did tell them it would take 1 hour 30 minutes. So I told them, I was like, if you can't stay, you tell me now. Then you can leave now. If you can, so you stay till the end, because we had people outside waiting, so we can replace you.
Ooh, nicely done.
I didn't say it like a threat, like we can replace you, but this is what I meant basically. I was like, if you want to stay, you stay. If you don't want, you tell me now and you can leave.
Yeah.
And then I kind of showed outside, because we just turned down people.
Yeah.
Because we had too many people.
Yeah.
And then they were like not totally convinced, but then they didn't want to leave either, because they had this 500 rupees.
Exactly.
So they might as well just sit and be like, just like him. Yes. Same.
I agree.
Same. I agree. And that's it, and they sit and they get 500 rupees for not saying anything.
But I guess in this case, it was good that we had the transgender, we have kind of a lesbian relationship going on, and even if they didn't contribute much compared to the others, I think it was good that they were there.
Yeah.
Just for the research as well.
I think they didn't talk often, but when they talked, especially Adriana, she didn't talk a lot often, but whenever she talked, it was very rich. It was just like in the focus group today. Like the guys were mostly having the conversations, and then whenever what was her name, Cornelia, whenever Cornelia was speaking, even though she was drowsy, she was
really contributing.
It was rich.
Yeah.
It was rich. It was like in detail, precise, and everything. Because I told her at the beginning,
don't say I agree.
I told them, don't say I agree, don't say just like him. Because I would keep asking you questions until I get all the details. So
that's good lessons learned from the first focus group.
Yeah, and then I was like, because we all want to leave early.
So just contribute.
So you better just answer straight away with all the details, and then we just have like a nice conversation rather than you saying yes, just like him, yes, or whatever, because then we'll never end.
That was good. Yeah. That was good that you said that.
Kind of threatening her.
Yeah, but if it works and if it's gentle threatening, whatever. Yeah, at least we get the information.
Yeah, like I'm not violent. I just say it nicely, just exposing the truth.
I have another thing here is about belonging. So there was definitely the younger one, the 16-year-old. Each time he was talking, people were not laughing with him. It was
laughing at him.
And
He was like the Joker.
yeah, but I don't know if he really enjoyed it, because sometimes he did, but sometimes I could see he was kind of looking for
Help.
a friendly look somewhere, because he
Or
didn't really
something
enjoy.
to back up what he was saying.
Exactly, and that's what I wrote, is that Sandro, apart from the fact that he looks super smart, precise, and we should definitely maybe think about him for a researcher, I wrote down that he was smart, but especially caring and protecting towards that young Bradley. And he was the only one taking his defense each time, like when people were laughing, where he couldn't really express himself or taking the wrong words.
He was helping him.
He was like telling for him, no, he meant that, guys, like in a kind of annoyed way. So
Ouais.
he was protecting. I thought it was such a interesting thing
Dynamic.
happening. He doesn't really know him, right? He's not his friend, but he was still kind of standing up and like, he's the younger one, guys, like stop it.
Yeah.
And with belonging, so I don't know his name, the black guy who was in front of you with the hat.
Mhm.
I thought he had this kind of cool vibe
Ensley,
going on.
Ensley.
Ensley, yeah. And at some point he showed how he was looking for his vein. I don't know if you remember. And he kind of hit his finger like really loud.
Yeah.
And everyone just went like, yeah, man. And I noticed there was this kind of belonging, like, yeah, we're all doing the same thing. And the way he showed it was like maybe a cool way of finding the vein. I don't know. And I thought it was such an interesting moment of
Yes,
what
like
it means to belong
like
or
the Barclay. Yesterday was the dynamic was quite.
so good.
It was so rich in terms
Yeah.
of dynamic. You know, you get this Bradley, like the elder and younger dynamic. You get
Yeah.
this gender dynamic, and
Yeah.
then you get these two who are very complice,
Yeah,
like Ansley and one sitting next to me.
John.
Ansley and John, because they're good, they're
Yeah.
partners. And I love it. I love the things. This is so many things. Like, you know, like in the city, people who don't like them because they inject,
Yeah.
they throw the syringe in their yard.
What?
Yes. Just to take revenge out
So
of them.
funny.
I don't know whether that was the thing I was laughing about. But it was so,
God.
it's like really like kids, you know, like,
Yeah. But like with syringe. So
Like-
it's still,
it's like in your face.
yeah.
In your face, neighbor.
Here's my dirt with my
Like
blood.
you don't like me? Here you go. I throw the syringe in your yard, you know.
Wow.
And we talked about how a lot of them had to sleep out of the house as well.
Yeah.
They didn't
In a car, no, even.
Yeah, and Slay sleeps in his dad's car, and sometimes how he crushes the window pane, everything whenever he's angry or in withdrawal. Oh my god! I remember now why I was laughing.
Why?
There's like John, who was telling me that his grandmother knows that he injects. His grandmother is the only one who knows that he injects in their
Really?
family. And then how his grandmother was running after him with like, trying to beat him with the pans.
Because she was angry at him.
Yeah. Beating him with the pans. He was like, already the first one, like the hits I got from my grandmother with the pants, I still remember it till now, you know. So
Wow.
I will never do anything to cheat,
Upset her.
Yeah, or upset.
And so his dad doesn't know he injects, but his dad knows that he sleeps in his car.
No, Ansley sleeps in the car.
But his dad doesn't know that he injects.
That everyone thinks that they smoke synthetic. Even Bradley.
Ah.
So-
but it's still angry at him.
Who? The dad?
Ansley's dad.
Of
or
course,
parents.
because he's smoking synthetic and coming high every day.
Okay, so he sleeps in the car to like avoid conflict or.
No, he gets kicked out of the house because he.
And then he sleeps in the car.
Yeah, he gets kicked out of the house because he comes late. He's always roaming in the streets. He's always high when he comes home. There's this, and yesterday was so nice because the guys talked about girls
Really?
Yeah.
First time, no?
openly like this, yeah. Because usually I did probe a couple of times, but yesterday was open, like Ansley and John and. I mean, Sandra was talking about how his wife left him because of drugs. He doesn't have
He
any.
had a wife.
Yeah, like
Wow.
or partner. He has a child.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then there's like these two, like Ansley and John, who are saying, yeah, we don't have any girlfriends, the girls run away from us when they see us. And then